EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Langford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Check 26, check 26, check 52, check Wildcat, check Wildcat.
Back to throw. Langford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Langford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Running right, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So, run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he... goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Langford buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Langford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They put playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
I'm coming up 79. He's checking. Crash. Tight dog.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I'm going to run you over. Slam.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Check. Check hot.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jones again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Langford. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st down, Langford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 30. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified. On first down, Langford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check. No get. Mike 13. He's coming. Check him. We own them. Track him 60. 13.
Operating from the gun, Langford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively. It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He's coming. Check in. It's out of time. It's out of time. Mike 13. Here we go.
Back to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
13, Mike 13. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 17. He's coming.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Quick throw complete. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They go play action with Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks on one play have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
13, and what's delayed?
On 1st and 10, Langford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Throwing on first down. Langford. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to throw. Langford. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Langford steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Langford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Throwing after the interception. Langford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing on first down. Langford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to number 80. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
To throw on second down. Langford. Caught by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Push him back. Push him back. Like 13, like 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Here we go. Deep smash. Defense all day. All trap 60, trap 60. Mike 13. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On first down, Langford. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Mike 13.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Langford. Man open. Here is Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, touchdown, DK Metcalf, 85 yards, and the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Langford. And he will find his man on the outside. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On 1st and 10, Langford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Langford. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering